Hi Gemini, happy June. I hope you are doing well. Okay, kiddos, I think that we are cleaning out some old wounds here, emotional and physical. Okay, for some of you, you are dealing with health issues. I think they're physical and I think that they are emotional. Okay, so I'm not a doctor, but I can feel this. So I know that I'm spot on with that. Okay, we've got 4 trumps in here too. That's pretty significant for a reading that's got 7 cards plus an energy card. So 4 trumps are pretty big, and these are pretty substantial ones, right? Slowly and surely, though, you're getting this. Okay, we come in with the Tower card as energy. Okay, we've got the King of Swords, which he has not shown up in any of these readings. I don't believe the Justice card showed up in any either, but the Justice card is in reverse. We've got the 9 of Coins. Your advice in here is the 7 of Swords. What works against you is the 10 of Swords, which is, it's yourself. That's, you know, most likely working against yourself here. But this feels, no matter what, this reading, there's pain in here. So you've got to call it what it is, right? There's no way around that except through it. So now you've got the Sun card in here, and your outbound card is the Hermit card. All right, what I want to say is happening in here is I think that there's things that lie dormant until someone pushes our buttons, or something pushes our buttons, or something arises, and then we have to deal with it. And then it's like 2 different entities come out within us, and it just, our head wants to pop off, right? But to be able to resolve this and get yourself going forward here, you need to come to some kind of, how do I say? You're going to need to strategize what it is that you want to do here before you can get going here. I think that you're I think you've got someone in your sphere here. I think that exactly what I mentioned, to be able to clear things. I think that the King of Swords and the Justice card in reverse is you trying to get your ducks in a row to get that Tower card rebuilt. And that's what I think that you're trying to do. I think you're trying to pull some things together here to be able to get your life stabilized again. And that's what I think it is. I think that you're just emotionally, physically done with something here. I think you're grieving. I think something may not have turned out how you had thought it was. I think you may have invested time in something that didn't either bring you the reward that you thought. I think you're happy about it. I think you're okay with it. But I think you thought, once I reach this point, then I'll be happy. Once I get this, then I'll be happy. Once I do this, then I'll be happy, right? Sometimes it's a great disappointment when we get there and we're like, this didn't feel at all like I thought it would, right? And that's where I think you're at. For some of you, it's relationships. For some of you, it's jobs. Some of you, it's just a place and point in time in your life, right? Where you're just facing some things that have come up, but you're going to clear them out here, and I'll show you how and why, okay? I think by the time that June ends, it's like that, did you ever just sit out in the sun, just hits your body, and it's just like, peace. Just everything stops. Your mind stops. Just everything is glorious in that moment. That's, I think, what you feel at the end of June here. And ironically, you've got the streak of sun right through the Tower card. So that's going to be X'd out pretty soon. Okay. I think what you're doing here is you're slowly learning from experiences in life, and not just one. I think you're really coming into your own. You're happy with who you are. You're happy with where you're at. You're just cleaning out some stuff here. I think you've got, maybe a schmackaka in your surroundings here. That's just someone that just really knows how to push your buttons here. I don't feel that you're aggressive. I don't feel that you're argumentative. I think, though, that there is just someone in your sphere that just knows it. They're just relentless. They're just relentless. And I think that it's just done you in. Okay, so with Justice in the reverse, it's just your equilibrium is off. Your balance is off. That's why I say there might be something too here medically that needs to be looked at for that. Maybe blood pressure, maybe, you know, I'm not a doctor. It could be anything. But the Sun card always shows something in remission or something comes to light. Or if you've not been able to pinpoint something, you're able to do that now with the Sun card here. Okay, so I want to say, though, here, again, I think by the end of June here, opportunity knocks, you go in a different direction. Something comes for you. You're not going to have to do anything here except be home and be awake and give this its due, but then be done with it. Because I think opportunities are coming for you. You just want to be home and not miss the opportunities. Meaning you're so wound up in something that really, I feel at one point it may have, I think you're past it. I think you're just in like the search and recovery mode is all. I think you need a little bit of a break. I think you need a little bit of a downtime. I would take that and enjoy yourself. Sometimes, you know, there's hesitation in here too to do this. There's hesitation to make change, right? I think sometimes, I don't feel it's in here, though. I don't think that what your experience is trivial. I really don't. I think, though, that something, the situation or whatever it was, the straw that broke the camel's back was trivial. But I think it was just the straw that broke the camel's back. So it was trivial in its entirety, but as an overall, you're done. It did you in. Like, you're just done. So that could be the person in your sphere, or it could be a situation or something. But either way, you're going to deal with this now. And we all deal with things in our own time. So there's no right or wrong time. It's whatever is good for you. I think, though, really you feel like you've been run over by a truck. But again, I assure you, by the end of June, you will feel completely different. I think, too, oddly, I can feel where you're at. But you're right on the threshold of really just sitting in the sun again, like I said. And like I say, something is coming here for you. Give me a moment. I think, though, when this is said and done, like I say, in the midst of all this going on, I do feel like you're in a great spot. Meaning, I feel like something may not have panned out like you thought, but I feel wealth around you. And by that I mean the real meaning of wealth. I think the real meaning of wealth to you came front and center, and I think you're well aware of what that is now to you, right? And that changes. That's not always the same for us. Wealth is different for us in everything. Wealth, health, you know. You may have realized that, hey, my sanity, my time, my peace, my whatever is vital to me right now. And whatever circumstance caused you to not be there, you're doing away with that. But I do feel an opportunity here coming for you. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be anything. But I do feel that it restores your vitality here for sure. By the end of June, like I say, I think you know your place in this world, and I think you are enjoying it. This is short. You're in a place now. This is a huge transition. These are not easy cards, but you're right at the end of this. The Seven of Swords is just saying, you know, you've got to take some time for yourself. That card is your advice card, the Seven of Swords, and that's a card of, I don't think that there's any deception here at all. I think maybe you deceived yourself. We all do that. You know, we all do that. We all think, oh, we can save this relationship, or we can be happy in this job if we just do this, or we could do this and just do this. I think you've come to the realization with that Seven of Swords that, you know what? My life is not fated here. It's fated somewhere else, and you're moving the train there. And that Ten of Swords is just, it's transcendent. It's big. It's sometimes it's extremely downplayed, but it's going on to something so much better here. And the numbers are going up. That is phenomenal. So you're not backsliding here at all. Even though there's power cards, you're going from the Tower card to the Sun card to the Hermit card, which is wanting more. It's life experience. It's going forward. It's finding your place. You know what I mean? You may feel lonely for a little bit, but I assure you something is coming here for you. So there you go. I think this was a great reading. If you need a private reading, we can clarify on this, but I would suggest you wait till the end of June. If you need a private reading, of course I'm here, but I assure you, I really feel that this clears out. I feel where you're at, but I don't feel it's long. I think it's just acceptance. It's getting a deep breath. It's healing. It's putting your emotions back in check, and that's what you're doing. And again, I feel this in my body, so I know that this is exhausting you. So I would suggest maybe salt baths, something, treat yourself to something that will make you feel good, not something that will induce brain fog. That's not what you need right now. Okay, so there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, I am here. I'll be more than happy to look at anything for you. Okay, thank you so much.